Defining U.S.-India alliance is praised by Joe Biden and Narendra Modi. While putting on a show of pomp and circumstance for visiting Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday, U.S. President Joe Biden praised U.S.-Indian relations. This included 21-gun salute on the south lawn of the White House, a magnificent vegetarian meal, and marching bands. On a state visit, Mr. Modi also spoke to the U.S. Congress, where he was applauded standing up. Before he became Prime Minister, the U.S. turned Mr. Modi down for visa due to human rights concerns, but they now view him as an important ally. India has long been seen by Washington as a check on China's expanding dominance in the Indo-Pacific, though Delhi has never been entirely at ease with the label. When addressing Congress, Mr. Modi did not mention China by name, although he mentioned dark clouds of coercion and confrontation casting their shadow over the Indo-Pacific. Mr. Modi also did not mention Russia or who started the war, saying instead, with the Ukraine conflict, war has returned to Europe. Why the U.S. is rolling out the red carpet for Modi. Why India is not criticizing Russia over Ukraine. India has so far not directly criticized Russia, which analysts say is largely due to its huge dependency on Russian defense and oil imports and its time-tested ties with Moscow. This has strained relations between Washington and Delhi, but Mr. Biden chose to focus on the positive, saying ties between the two countries were stronger than ever. He went as far as to call it one of the defining relationships of the 21st century. Mr. Modi agreed, telling the U.S. Congress that this was a coming together of the world's two great democracies. He also said that the friendship between the two countries would be instrumental in enhancing the strength of the whole world. He added that a new chapter had been added to the two countries' comprehensive and global strategic partnership. The Indian Prime Minister has come under increasing criticism for cracking down on dissent. His Hindu nationalist government too has been accused of not doing enough to protect minorities from violence and discrimination. But even as Mr. Modi's visit to the U.S. has seen protests, it has also been welcomed by a large and influential diaspora that includes many Silicon Valley CEOs. A number of liberal Democrats, however, boycotted his speech at Congress. Among them was Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who said on Twitter that state visits, the highest diplomatic protocol in the U.S., should not be offered to individuals with deeply troubling human rights records. Apart from the pomp and parades, there was also progress on the trade front. The two countries agreed to terminate 6 outstanding disputes at the World Trade Organization, and announced deals with General Electric and Micron. Mr. Modi also took the rare step of answering questions from reporters, something he has almost never done since becoming India's Prime Minister in 2014. When asked about human rights concerns in India, he said democracy runs in our veins and there is absolutely no space for discrimination in India, even as protesters gathered outside the White House to oppose his visit.